Hello, I'll show you how to block domain names with DNS firewall. You can get the DNS firewall from this website, virigio.com. You can start the program by clicking on its file or on any of the files containing rules that are created by this program. So that's the program. You can see it has DNS activity, DNS rules, DNS cache. That's the cache from the previous run, and DNS servers. I'm going to create some traffic. As you can see, it shows up right here, right away. The tooltips, they show what actually happened, time, and DNS names, which are the host names. From each entry, log entry, you can create a new rule. See, it shows up right away in the hostname pattern. I'm going to talk about it later. You can copy the whole log into the clipboard, and then you can just paste it into any text editor program. You can save it into the log file, extension log, but it is actually text file, or you can just clear it. So I'm going to create a rule. Right. Each rule can be enabled or disabled. Disabled rules, they have no effect at all. Only enabled rules are evaluated. Hide activity logging, it means whatever action is executed by this rule, it is not displayed in the DNS activity log. Pattern, a hostname pattern, it can have asterisk in actually many places. So this is some kind of a wildcard. This pattern matches every DNS name containing .virigio. And ending with M. This checkbox makes the action to execute when domain name does not match this pattern. Actions, there are two types of actions, block and never block. There is a specific precedence of actions in cases when there is more than one pattern matches as domain name. Never block action always takes precedence over block. So if there are two actions, if there are two rules with actions, one has block, another one has never block. Never block is the one that is going to be executed. I'm going to create two rules, just as an example. The second one is going to be never block, and I'm going to create traffic. As you can see, the never block rule was executed. Now I'm going to disable this one, and let's see what we have here. The first rule, which has a block action, was executed. As you can see, first time it was resolved and the second time it was blocked. Right. So with rules you can add rules, edit, delete rules. You can save the rules, load the rules, whatever. DNS cache. Depending on the edition that you have, you may or may not have a DNS cache. So I have a trial edition, so for me it is enabled for 30 days. You can enable it clicking on this toolbar button. DNS cache contains items. Each item has host name, which is domain name, and IP address, sometimes more than one, that is normal. Every cache item has expiration time. Expiration time is counted from the time it was acquired from the server. That expiration time can be changed within the settings, program settings, or it can be disabled there completely. It can also be extended by clicking on refresh DNS cache. Refresh DNS cache refreshes all of the items, so it resolves them again against DNS server. Let me show you. It may take some time to resolve all of the items. As you can see, they've been resolved and they've been refreshed. From each item you can create a new rule, just like from each DNS activity log entry. And you can delete, you can save the whole DNS cache into a separate file. This file is different from the rules file, as this file contains only DNS cache entries. You can load it and you can clear cache, or you can import DNS names from the text file. The program takes DNS name from each line and resolves them against DNS server, and then it stores them into the DNS cache. That's how it populates cache. DNS servers tab basically contains statistics on per server basis. That's the IP address of the DNS server, number of queries, number of load, number of resolved queries via cache, and a number of queries that actually were resolved by the remote DNS server. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention about the DNS cache, that it has exclusive mode. In this mode, all queries to remote DNS servers are blocked. All resolution going only through the DNS cache. So this is DNS cache only mode, right? Exclusive means DNS cache only mode. Another convenient feature is filtering bar, which allows to quickly filter items, find whatever you like, find whatever you want. It works for rules, activity cache, program settings. Within the program settings, you can specify upon user login into computer. That's you can specify the file which is going to be started. Once it starts, it goes on the system tray, and it's going to be right here. DNS activity log. DNS log can be persistent, stored into the file and flushed at that interval. DNS rules, DNS cache. DNS cache can also be persistent and stored into this file. For example, you can pick your own file at this interval, and upon start next program started, it is automatically loaded upon the next program start. Maximum size, you can change it, but depending on the DNS firewall edition that you have, you may have different constraints here. This is the expiration that I mentioned before. Again, you can change it, or you can set it to 0, which means they would never expire. And fonts and colors, for example, if you don't like this interleaved background, so you can disable it. One more thing I forgot to mention is that this program is an application. It means once you close it, its functionality stops working. So what you want to do instead of closing, you just minimize it, and then it goes to the system tray, and it lives there. You can bring it up, and here it is. So just keep it minimized unless you want to stop it. It is very convenient design. It allows to load different files with different set of rules to block different sets of domain names. It is very convenient, so when you minimize it, it stays and it's working. Once you close it, everything is back to normal. This is pretty much it. Thanks for watching.